savage beauty. Look at that powerful body. Strength, grace, magnificent form. How does the tiger manage to keep himself at the peak of physical fitness for his entire life? It is the ultimate exercise system, which I call Tiger Moves.
Cowabunga gamers, welcome back to another episode of Divine Journey 2. Last time we did trees. Basically, we wanted to get the tier 2 reagents or essences, and we got all of them except for this Orbis Terrae one, because we need two. We basically need arboreal essence, which requires a bunch of trees. So we got those trees, we planted them, and they've been going since last episode. This episode, I'd like to keep going, automate the pyre, finish the tier 2 essence, and see how far we can get with that. Let's just jump in here. So I did take a look at what it requires to automate this. Basically, all it is a chest under the pyre. And then we need a dispenser. We need a dispenser to light the fire. Then we'll have a vacuum chest to pick up the item. Now then, how the hell do we do this? Chicken, it's a hell of a meal. So first off, obviously, we need something like this, where we extract on here, we insert into the interface, obviously. Let's lower this range a bit. That should be more than enough. Then we want to just put in the arboreal essence. So the next thing we need to do is figure out how we want to automate the dispenser. So let's get this hooked up. Let's make a pattern for this. Put it in and see what happens, basically. Because we'll probably want to use a comparator or something. Comparator. Either one of these or one of these. Comparator. What was it? It was the arboreal essence. If mentioned ingredients are found beneath the pyre, these are drawn. Oh, it needs to be, we can't use, oh, that's a bummer. But we can do this basically. Okay, so it's locked into that, right? So let's see what, if there's any output from the comparator. There does seem to be. Subtractor? No. Okay, so we're gonna try something else here. I wanted to use a redstone conduit, see if that would work, but it didn't seem like it. So we are going to do something else here. We are going to, no, you want to insert and you want to extract. So we want to put you there, but we want to Emit when levels are above or equal to. Emit when levels are below limit. Ah, there's a way. There's a way to do this. Level emitter. Level emitter. Fuzzy crafting card. There's a card. There's a way to get the level emitter to turn on when you're crafting something. Is it a crafting card that does it? Like it might be, right? If we put this in. When item is crafting, emit redstone to craft item. Emit redstone when item is crafting. Okay, there we go. Emit redstone when item is crafting. So we want, I think we want this one. Emit redstone when item is crafting. Hey, that kind of worked. And then if we did the, what are we looking for? We're looking for flint and steel. Oh, we might want to use like a different. Redstone when item is crafting. So toggle. I know what we want to do. Toggle latch. Clock. Is it the clock or a timer? It might be a timer. Right? So we do this, and then we have a timer. But we only want it to run. We only want it to run when enabled. So we need like a latch or something. Transparent toggle latch, RS latch. Okay, we're back. I had to remember my computer science courses in uni. So this is what we want, basically. So this is going to be the redstone emitter, or the level emitter. And while it's off, it's not, the dispensers aren't dispensing. But while it's on, the dispensers are dispensing, right? So we just need to go make this downstairs. We didn't need a switch at all, which is cool. Okay, so if we take a look at the book, these fucking dogs. If we take a look at the book, anywhere around here can be fire, right? Okay. So I think the best way to do this, honestly, is probably just this. But then we want this to be facing this way. But we want this. Wait, no, yeah, that's right. That is right. So dispenser can go here. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then we slow this down to like, not 12 seconds, but like 10 seconds probably. And this works. Brilliant. Emit when item is crafting, but it finished crafting, didn't it? It did. So this should be off. Emit redstone while item is crafting. Emit redstone to craft item. Shouldn't this be? Right. So it's off. Oh, this isn't right. There we go. So it's off because it's not crafting anything. And then emit redstone to craft item, right? So if we wanted more, what the fuck? Our boy, this one, right? Did something get wrong here? No, with one, there's nothing in there. What is up with this? So this one should be off. It is. Okay, so that's working. To craft. What? Right? Wait, is this pattern even right? What? Yeah. What is up with this? Met redstone while item is crafting. Is that it? Is that it? Oh, I bet it is. Yeah, there we go. Seconds. That should be fine. Hey, okay, this worked really well. But then why doesn't this stop? Why does this not stop? Okay, so that's something we're gonna have to take a look at later. But now, hold on. If we go here, then we need to take one of the arboreal essence, throw it in here, and then throw it in the doubler. Right? And then there you go. Okay, so now we should be able to do Terra. No, what is this? Orbis. It would help if we had the right recipe, wouldn't it? Okay. Okay, so this should be it for the Orbis Terra or whatever. Orbis start and it's crafting. We can clean up this a bit. Sweet. There are tier 2 essences. So let's figure out how to make the soup. Okay, so for the soup, we need to do the Hellfire Forge stuff, which is good because we should have probably done this earlier, but now is never or something. So snare, let's get like 10 snares, mithril nuggies. Why did I say that? That is cringe, dude. 10, so that should be more than enough. And then while those craft, we can take a look at the Hellfire Forge, which is going to be 3 mithril blocks. Mithril. 3 of those bad boys. We need 4 iridium blocks. Lava chicken. That is 3, 6, 9 dark steel. Has been stuck in my head since I recorded that. It's a banger. Honestly, the Minecraft movie was really good. I watched it on the flight back from Scotland. I watched a lot of movies on that flight, and that was the best movie I saw on that flight. I don't know if that says more about my mental state on that flight, because the lady in front of me kept putting her seat back, which should be illegal, by the way, especially if like the person behind you is tall and you just put the seat back and it slams into their knees. Drives me up a wall, dude. Hardened blood. Like it was very clearly a kid's movie, but that's what it was meant to be, right? And then we need 4 Cincinnati forges. And we're missing this and any container with lava. What is this? Cincinnati? Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? What do we need here? What do we need for these? What part of you? Let me go get some more of the Cincinnati. Okay, so these are crafting up. The mithril forge, he's finished up. What are we doing? You and then you and you. Oh, we only needed 4. That's funny. That's fine. We'll probably need to make another Hellfire Forge eventually. In the meantime, dark steel blocks have finished up, and these are, what do these look like? 3, 6, 9. Cool. There we go. Hellfire Forge. Then we can get the snares. Yeah. Okay, doke. Oh, claim 13 mithril blocks is huge. So this is something we need to automate at some point. Probably sooner rather than later. So claim. I suggest 2 or 3. Holds up to 64. Okay. So let me go get some will and I'll bring you back. Okay, so we have 3 demonic wills, which should be enough, honestly. So let me put some of this shit away. Okay, so, ooh, that 2.43. Okay, so let's do this. You can transfer will. So we want a mithril ingot. Actually, let me get like 3 of these. Shadow gem shards. Tartaric Gem. And then Corallium. Soon. There we go. Okay, so 2 or 3 craft. So I think this can just be placed anywhere for the time being. Throwing snares, killing it while it has particle effects. What the fuck? Does this need anything? Will quality. Contains raw will. Minimum 1 will. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So that. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Nice. So we have 4 total petty gems. Right? And so we need to do a few things. We need to craft. Will always drop demonic will, the sentient sword, and other increase your power. Cool. So this needs minimum 32 will. So we need a Dreadium sword and a petty Tartaric gem. Which honestly isn't that bad. What are we missing? We need this. Holy shit, emeraldic. Okay, that. You, and then you? Uses demon will, contains raw will. Okay. Okay. And then this had craft, this 20 will create a special crafting location. Yeah. Okay, so these are the reagents. Okay, so this is where we craft the, need to automate this bad boy. Where do we want to do this? Ooh, let's do it right here. Right? Like, why did I do this? Why did I have this coming up when I can put it? Whatever. Whatever. I'm just glad to be making some progress in this. So these need to be upgraded. At least to here. Right? Okay, maybe blood magic's fun. Maybe face. Maybe blood magic is fun. You're crafting away. We got the that. We need 32 will. Okay. We finally have a gem with 32 will in it. Which means we can get one of these bad boys. We can come. Oh, I put it over here, didn't I? Yeah, I did. We can come over here. We can put in the Dreadium sword and the empty one. Nope, the empty one, and then put this in here. And now we have this. So we can do a similar thing to the blood vial. I believe this works how I think it works, or I believe it works the same. We can go into here, switch this around, so you can do that and do that, and then if we can experiment here, or we can check our work. So if we spawn some mobs, right, 29, 32, 34. 40. Okay, so since that is using, I hate everything here. I need to get the magnets for these. There we go. Okay, the demagnetizers. Because holy shit, dude. Hoo-wee. There we go. Okay. So a few things we can do actually. We can enchant this blade with mending, I hope. I hope we get mending. If not, we probably have a mending book. So we get life stealing, decay, and sharpness. Sharpness is good. Unbreaking. Do we have unbreaking 3. So let's unbreaking only. I thought there was unbreaking 4. Unbreaking 3. No, there's just unbreaking 3. So you can do that, and then we just need a mending. I think we may have a mending book here. Yep. You can go. Just so that this doesn't, like, we don't have to do this shit again. But I guess it'll be easier next time. Oh, whatever. Okay, so let's go put this back in. Yeah. What happens if we do something like this? What happens if we put all our gems in here? Probably not a smart idea. Right? Is there a dead zone there? Right? Yeah, so it's filling up left to right. Nice. Breaking 3 sharpness, life stealing, mending. Okay, so let's leave that to its devices for a little bit. What are we doing now? Now we are doing this. We need to do Hellfire Forge automation. Air reagent. What are you used for? Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, we need windmill. Oh, wait, these aren't. Okay, no, that's fine then. That's fine. Yeah, okay. So let's go automate. Let's get patterns in for everything we need. Yeah. Okay. So what do we need? What do we need first? We need air reagent, water reagent, that, and this. Okay. So we need a glass bottle. We need a water bucket. Oh, water bucket already has double. We need lava bucket, which I think doesn't have a double. Water, lava. Okay. What is up with this, dude? Lava. What the fuck? Why don't, what's, everything seems kind of broken already. Because it's coming in. Why can we put lava buckets in here? I don't like this. I'm annoyed already. Right? And like it's happening for water buckets too. Right? Because it's going in. maybe that's the problem. Maybe because we have auto input enabled, it's pulling them faster than we can yank them. %. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, so what do we need? We need a lava bucket and a glass bottle. Okay. So let's throw these in here. Right? And let's just go check on the sword, because the last thing I want is this sword to break. Is there dead air in there? Maybe. We can turn this off and we can... Let's take these out. Sweet. Okay. So. Yes. Okay. We got those. So if we do double, right? And then a lava bucket. The doubler. Where is the doubler? The doubler. Perfect. So we need more space in here probably. But we can go. No, I hate everything. You can go. Okay, so for the dirty reagent, we need this. For the lava reagent, we need this, but we need a doubled lava bucket. For this, we need a doubled water bucket. Because we need salt and sugar. Okay. And for this, we need a doubled glass. Okay. So let's go automate the Hellfire Forge. We're going to do that. It's going to come into here, right? And then we're going to extract on brown and insert on brown. Now, was there any more? Inside an inscriber. Yeah. Okay. Step 5 here doesn't really make too much sense in like the grand scheme of it, but let's just give it a try. So if we wanted like a lava reagent, right? This one should be doable. Except we don't have a fluxed electron block, but now that we do, it should go. I can't remember if I put anything in there, right? Or any of the will in there. Okay, so that's crafting up. It hasn't dinged yet. Sweet, so we just need to put you in here. Ah, the bucket's 2A. What happens if we extract here? Lava reagent, but I feel like we're gonna need a filter, right? So if we did another lava reagent, I'm thinking it won't work because it's gonna pull out the ingredients before we can finish the craft. I guess we'll find out shortly here. Yeah, like it was pulled out before. So What we can do here is we get water reagent, lava reagent, air reagent, and mining reagent, dirty reagent, and then we need bucket. And then that should work. I mean, it would have worked if it didn't extract the will. Oh, that's funny, dude. Okay. So we know this works now. Yeah. Okay. That works, which is brilliant. So now lava reagent's good. Let's do the air reagent. We're missing pressurized. So what do we need? We need this. We need this. We also need these. What the fuck are these? Sugar block, easy enough. And then salt block. Salt? Where the hell do we get salt? There's a lot of little things we need to like look into. But so far, this is working out well. So air reagent, right? For these, it's going to be these bad boys. What are these? Windmill blade. We need treated sticks as a pattern. Of course we do. Right, and treated sticks, yeah. Yeah, okay. So we need this somehow. I guess we need to make an automated workbench. Yeah, okay. What's the damage here? Simple machines, heavy machines. Automated workbench. Okay, these aren't too bad. So we're gonna, yeah, okay, so here. You know what? We don't use these anymore. I'm pretty sure a lot of the items here we can just reuse. That clears up some space out here. But the next question is, where the hell are we going to put these fucking things? But I guess that's something we'll just have to figure out. Okay, so what do we need for, let me get this together. Okay, so we have it here. And we want what? We want these. Okay. So we want it here. Let's make this look at least somewhat presentable, right? The power's above it, which is strange. I hate this. I hate how this is positioned right now. But that's fine. We're making do. Okay. Right? Where are our... We want this. And then we also want ultimate. We want these. Yes. Does it just like pop off? Do we? No. I mean, no. No. I was gonna say we could use P2P, but if channels are a bitch, dude. But they're fun. I haven't played with them in a while, so I am enjoying the challenge. Device missing channel for. There we go. Okay. What the fuck? Offline. So if we did iron, come on, son. Device missing channel. How are you missing channels? What is going on here? Right? So you are 2. You're 4. 1. You're 1. 4. Yeah, you should be fine. And then does it just like pop off or something? It does. Okay. So we need a vacuum chest over here. With a filter, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Right. You go in, and then you. Oh, fuck off. So this needs to be a full one. You go in, then what? You go in, you have a filter for these, and then you just extract into this. Right? And then show the range. That should be more than enough. So let's go test this, I guess. Lava. Pops off. And now, yeah. So was this an air? And then air reagent. Perfect. So next is the fun one. The dirty reagent. Course start. Dirty reagent. Okay. Dirty reagent. Okay. So what do we need? We need course start, which is this. Easy enough. Ah! A mess is overwhelming sometimes. Sometimes it just like makes me want to scream and shout, let it all out. You know what I'm talking about? So course start. You need to be that. You need to be dropped into lava. You need to be dropped into water. And then you need to be automated. Sweet. Mercy me. Mercy Alago. So, what do we need? We need ender chest. And of course, we're missing ender core and wild wheat. Can we make one ender chest? Yes, we can. Okay. Course dirt. Gravel. We have 17k gravel. Okay, course dirt is done. So for this one, we want to put it in here. And that dropper has the not Certus. What is this? Fluix crystal. Automated precision dropper. Goes into there. And then we have one for demon a dropper. Oh, no, we don't want this one because that one requires a setup, right? We want that. We want a vacuum chest. We want a filter. Okay, so let's just double check. Nope, that wasn't right. And of course, the fucking thing's on. So you go there. Where is the vacuum hopper? Where is the vacuum hopper here? It's right here. So we want to allow this one here, right? Because this one gets dropped into water. And then where did we put the demon lord stuff or the demon ingot? It was over here, I think, right? It was it wasn't there. No. Where did we put it? Where did we put it? Oh, I knew it was like somewhere weird. Right? And then we want this to be you. And then we want our ender chest, our vacuum chest, our dropper, right? So this one needs this. We're going to be extracting the dirt out, right? And then you are extracting that. So where is... This needs to be above Y level 90. Right? So up here, basically. So let me go... Let me get some fucking cobblestone to build with. Right? Okay, so how is this going to work? Well, first off, we're going to cut down the rest of this tree. Right? Right, like that. How the fuck did I do this? How did I do this? Right? Right? Just so it doesn't like break again. And then you can go here. Actually, we can do a vacuum chest here as well, right? Conduit. Conduit, right here. Okay, we want you to extract on brown. We need another filter. We need 2 filters. And then we need beetroot. We need red dye. Okay, so what are we doing here? We are going to be extracting this elemental soil into here, and then we are going to be picking up the Kalic soil and inserting it back into here, right? Perfect. And checking, we're above 90 here, which is good. Okay. There's something else I feel like oh fuck, I forgot to set the thing here. Right, okay. Extract on brown, insert on brown. Okay, so we are only picking up the dirt, we are inserting it, we are only extracting the dirt we want to extract, and we are putting it into here. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. We need now. Do we have any of this elemental dirt? We don't. So elemental dirt is our next thing. Okay. So we need to do this now. This Fey Crafter. Can we just... but we need... I really don't want to break this. Okay, so we're back, kind of. So we want to automate the Fey Crafter here. Which means we need to do something like this, right? So taking a look at the book, it shows us what we need to do. We need to have the inventory below it contains the items, right? The inventory contains the items. Fey Crafter goes up here. We do need to have the Grovestone here, but that is fine. We have a pyre here we can do the ritual with, so we'll get to that. We need a dispenser with a knife in it. So let me do that. Knife, right? Knife, lightning knife, amethyst life. 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay. And then I think we need some more dirt and then a comparator. Right? Dirt and then comparator. Or some comparator. Cool. Cool. Nope. So it outputs into the chest here. And then we can use conduit to bring it back, I think. Extract on brown. Insert on brown. Okay, so I think this is how it's set up. And then if we take a look at the book, we'll begin the crafting process if there is an draws ingredients. A redstone signal applied to the dispenser will begin the crafting process if there is an eligible recipe. I was literally just reading about a thing with okay, so let's just through ritual of suffocation. So, grove of supplication. Ah, fudge off. So what do we need? We need petals, obviously. We need petals, root of the falling, root of the fallen, root of the fallen, and then we need an eagle feather because of course we do. And then we need moss and red cedar. Perfect. And then moss. Perfect. Okay. Honestly, this isn't too bad. This is actually quite fun doing a bunch of different recipes like this. This one's a wild one though. We just need to put a, I guess we can use a timer. We just need an eagle feather. The hell do we get? I know where we get eagle feathers, but like, how the hell do we get? Where do we get an eagle feather, right? Because I know we had one eagle feather, but now I'm not so sure we have another one. Probably don't. Okay, so we need a eagle feather. And for that, we need salmon, fish, and a feather, right? Well, to summon an eagle. And then we need these bits, which shouldn't be too hard to get. Hopefully. So flesh, vanilla flesh. We need moonglow seeds. Perfect. We need wildwood. And then we need egg. And then we need this one. Right? Right, and then we just need to light this up. There we go. We got some eagle feathers. Sweet. Which means we can do the second recipe. It's petals and then an eagle feather. And then, oh, we need this again. Okay, so that should be it. We have a valid Fey Crafter. Yeah, let's just give this a shot, right? So if we do soil, elemental soil, start this, right? And then timer, maybe. Will this even work? Dispenser with knives, or hold on. Fey Crafter Automation. Vanilla dispenser with a knife inserted to trigger the crafting process. You cannot add the Fey. The Fey Crafter will output. So there's no way for us to. There's no way for us. You can't automatically insert ingredients into the Fey Crafter. What the fuck? It goes in the bottom one? Hold on. What? cannot automatically insert ingredients into the Fey crafter, but you can with a runic crafter, but we can't make one of these. If it is invalid by crafting, the crafter obeys the Fey Crowstone limits. The feeder chest must be below. It's giving me conflicting information. Okay, so I guess we just have to do that bit manually until we get the soil or the runic Fey crafter, which is kind of stupid. But I guess we can test this to see if this works. Stored. Oh shit, that worked. I expected something to break, but it didn't break. Amazing. So we got all 4 reagents. I love that. I love that for us. That's gonna be where we wrap up this episode. Next time, I want to do this so bad, but this episode's long. Next time, we'll continue our way through blood magic. We'll definitely be getting the upgraded Tartaric Gem. And we'll be taking a look. What the fuck is this? We'll be taking a look at tier 2 reagents. What the fuck? So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you next time.